Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Unboxed. So glad that you're joining us. Some of you may know I am in the postgraduate program at the Bowen Center for Family Studies in Georgetown. And we used to meet once a quarter, but now we meet every single month. And what we're looking to do is really to understand how families operate as systems, but not just biological families, but relationship systems as a whole. So that would entail workplaces, church families, fraternities, community organizations, neighborhoods, any relationship system that there is. And a few things that we've talked about here on Unboxed that really came to light today, and I want to share them with you over the next couple broadcasts. So stick around. We're going to unbox what I learned today at my Bowen's training. I'm Dr. Robert Davis, family life educator and relationship coach, and welcome to Unboxed, a frank and straightforward conversation about relationships. We're going to talk about family, church, workplace, and all other types of relationships. Join me for the next few moments as we unbox the power and potential of relationships and help you to live your best life. All right. Welcome in. So glad to have each of you today. Do me a favor, make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. That's right. Like, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification button so you can know each time that we go live. And do me one last thing. Please, if you're listening by podcasts, then please check our website out. It's www.swg-unboxed.org. That's swg-unboxed.org. You can learn about the wonderful services that we provide to strengthen leaders as well as their organizations. And you can also see the things that we're doing to improve our community and to really strengthen public safety here in the city of Denver. All right. So glad to have you again. Today, as I shared with you, was my monthly training with the Bowen Center for Family Studies located in Georgetown, Washington, D.C. And we were talking about understanding families as a system, and we spent an awful lot of time on emotional maturity. Sometimes you'll hear it referred to as differentiation. And one of the things that we did today, excuse me just for a second, one of the things that we did today is we talked about something that we've shared a lot here, and that is a principled position. What do you mean by principled position? Let me just do a little reteaching or reviewing of what we've been over before. Basically, as a leader, we should allow our decisions and the way that we interact with our team to be governed by a set of guiding principles, a set of core values, those things that we believe that are the essence of who we are. And we talked about how important it is to write these things out. And as you think about guiding principles, and here's what is important to understand. There are times as we mature and as we progress that our guiding principles will be tested. They will be tested because they'll be tested by a few things. Number one, they're going to be tested by opposition. Number two, they're going to be tested by new information. And I want to just start with the one thing about opposition, and then I'm going to give my main point today. When we talk about opposition, whenever you are part of a relationship system, it can be, again, the workplace, it can be your family, and you take a principled position that is contrary to what the family system has typically been doing, there are three responses that are predictable. You will hear them, they will happen. The first one is that you will hear them say in one way or another or through actions, you are wrong. The second thing is you'll hear the message that says change back. You need to change back. So you are wrong. You need to change back. And the third thing that you will hear, and you've heard me share this before, the third thing that you will hear is if you don't hear are the consequences. And there's a lot, and as I'm saying this right now, it doesn't seem, you're probably sitting in a very calm place thinking through what I'm talking about. But when you're in the middle of a relationship that means a lot to you, you're part of a relationship system, and you have one or more individuals, your mom, your sisters, or whoever it may be, people who are important in your life, who you have a strong tie and relationship with, and they're telling you that you are wrong, that you need to change back, that if you don't, here are the consequences, we just want to stop speaking, or whatever it may be, or we just won't come over your house anymore if those are going to be your rules, those type of things. It can really try you to determine whether or not you're making a principled position. And so before you take a stand, before you share, because one of the things that an emotionally mature leader does is they share with people what their values and beliefs are, so that individuals are able to understand, and they're able to share them without getting into an argument, without being fussy, without being, dogmatic or anything. Just being able to share, just like if I was to tell you right now, hey, I don't know if you know this or not, I might be a little light skinned, but I'm actually, a full-blooded African-American male. This is just a matter of fact. No big deal to it. It is what it is. It's on my birth certificate. It's on my driver's license. I am who I am. And being able to share, not just, something such as your ethnicity or your age, but being able also to share what your core values and your beliefs are is very important, especially being able to do it in a way that's not argumentative and combative, or that is condescending to other people, but being able to state it in a matter-of-fact way, and then being able to hear opposition to that or other points of view. But if you're going to live by it, which is so important for a leader to have core values and to be principled, the first thing you have to really do is think through before you begin to share it. And I talked about this before, but I really want to drive it home today, because of the opposition and the pushback that is going to come and will always come to a person who lives by principles. We're really seeing this a lot today, especially around this COVID debate. The research and the science is falling on both sides. We have very outstanding scientists that are in favor of the vaccine, very outstanding scientists who are opposed to the vaccine. There's a lot, and we have to make sure, and people are dying. People are watching their loved ones die and not being able to be in the room with them when they pass. There's an awful lot going on. And so we have to be at a place where we can have calm, sensible conversations. So before you jump out there and say, this is what I believe, and this is what I'm going to do, and this is where I stand, and this is what I stand for, it's very important that you do the hard work of being clear about what you believe, and really do the hard work of thinking it through before you announce it to the world, before you take a stand and say, here I stand, I will do no other, God help me. Your name is not Martin Luther, and you're not fighting against, the papal system of the 1500s. So before you do those things, it's really important that you think through and really understand what it is you believe, the impact that it will have or possibly have on the people that you are in relationship with, and really center yourself to be able to deal with the opposition that is inevitably going to come. Tomorrow, I'm going to share with you a second thing that I learned about taking a principled position, saying, this is what I believe, this is what I stand, this is what I will do, this is what I will not do. These are principled positions, taking it by not this is what I'm going to make you do, this is what you're going to do, but saying, this is what I believe, these are my values, this is what I will do, this is what I will not do, this is what I will contribute, this is what I will not tolerate. You see, these are all about me. And before you jump out there, you really need to think them through, because you're going to get pushback. And leaders who fold under pressure are really not great leaders. But if you're going to stand, and if you're going to find that hill to die on, make sure that it is something that you have thought through, that you are clear about. It's not something you heard someone else on the internet say, something you read in a book, but it's something that is in you, that it really is a core of who you are, because it's going to be tested, it's going to be pushed. And I believe that you're going to stand up to the test. I'm going to share with you next time something additional that I learned. I'm so glad that you're here. Let's continue to work together as we unbox the power and the potential of your leadership. Let's continue to work together as we unbox the power and the potential of every relationship. Take care.
Seasoned with Grace, UnBoxed also provides healthy relationship training and leadership development for businesses, churches, and community organizations. For a free consultation to discuss your team's needs, please contact us at our website at swg-unboxed.org. That's swg-unboxed.org.